Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to show you this cool little buck converter board I made. It's centered around this Texas Instruments integrated power module, which has the actual inductor integrated inside the package. It takes 12 volts input and outputs 5 volts. It's for FRC, and the reason I made it is because off-the-shelf converters would fail if the voltage sagged like below 12 volts, which it commonly did. So this one can tolerate an input voltage from anything between 6 volts and 16 volts, which is really cool. Here are a lot of little 0805 components. These capacitors here are just bypass and filtering capacitors for this one, and these two resistors create the resistor divider needed to program the output voltage of this IC. U2 over here is also Texas Instruments E-Fuse. It limits the output current to 3 amps, as well as the output voltage to 6.4 volts to protect both the actual buck converter and any downstream devices plugged into here. These are just 100 nanofarad bypass capacitors and some resistors for configuring it. And these two resistors are 10K ohm resistors for the USB-C port, which would be here, to tell the USB-C port it can pull up to 3 amps. However, I didn't realize that in order for the specific port that I chose, I would need a cutout in the PCB as it sits midway through the PCB, kind of centered, so I couldn't get that soldered. However, right now I have the power plugged in, so if I would be to probe just a ground pad and the output voltage, I get a very nice reading of 4.9962 volts DC, which means this is working. And if I adjust the output voltage, it does not sag at all. It stays a constant thanks to this 470 microfarad capacitor here. I'm really happy with this board. It's very small, and I soldered it myself using a stencil and a hot plate. It measures 1.4 by 1 inch and is a 2-layer board. I made it with JLCPCB and Ultium Designer. The bottom layer is a solid ground plane, and all these vias, which aren't tinted for whatever reason, connect a ground port on the top layer to the bottom layer. And yeah, I'm really happy with this board, and thank you guys for watching.